Alright folks, we're back once again in Bus Flipper, and today we're going to be renovating this awesome looking, actually really bad looking RV. You know, I tried hyping this thing up, but it's going to take quite a bit of work to fix up. But first, we're going to go do a side gig. There's actually a VW bus that is unlocked, and I want to go help renovate it. So we got Rudolph here. I've always been a fan of the iWagon car company and recently snatched a real vintage legend at the auction. Needs to be cleaned up a little. Okay, so they are trusting me with this. Oh, this is freaking awesome. I love these old vans. So do you have an idea? Oh man, wait, I want to unlock one of these. I want to flip one of these myself. This is a pretty cool little setup. I'm looking at the pictures, kind of what they have envisioned here. You guys can hit the thumbs up button for more Bus Flipper, and oh my goodness, there's a lot of trash in here. So yeah, I do want to address one thing. I know last episode, anybody keeping up with this series, I was actually going to do a double-decker vehicle or a bus. And I had some issues with my save, so I had to contact the dev. They were fortunately able to fix this up, but unfortunately I don't have that mission at the moment, so hopefully that'll reappear because I really do want to do the double-decker bus. Okay, so we just got to clean this up. What is this? It looks like a set of... Wait, is that supposed to be on the roof or something? Oh, it's like a panel. I think that panel... Does it insert where the sunroof is? And that's where you get your lights, and it looks like it might be like a vent or a fan. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's go ahead and clean the back of it here. So you could fully open this. If you were to put water tanks in this, where would you even put them? It'd have to like be hidden under the bed or something. All right, so get that front end cleaned up. All right, so that's all cleaned. They want some new surface finishes in here. By the way, I have actually unlocked everything as far as items, so we're really going to be able to customize that RV that we have on our lot. Yo, that's kind of classy looking. I like the wood floors in here. So they've got some objects that we need to place in here. So it is a suggestion as far as what they wanted. I mean, I can move stuff around though. Wait, hold on. Look at this storage. I like that. So you have the curve in the back of the bus, so you stick that there. Okay. Oh, wait. And we've got wheel well storage? Hold on. These might be new items I have. I've actually been looking for stuff like this for my own builds. So I'm going to follow along with the guide here and just see how all this works. So you've got those there, and I'm assuming... Hold on. I might need to look at some reference photos here. What is this? This is like a little... Almost like a nightstand. Oh! So I think this is going to actually go across here. Oh my goodness, this is a cute setup. And then we have the mattress, which I'm assuming is going to go sideways, maybe in this area. So yeah, that just sits right on the back. I love that. The whole fact that you have the back door there, you can just open it up, get a fresh breeze. Maybe waft out a fart or something. Wait, how does this work? I would assume that this seat would actually fold forward. Oh my goodness, there is like the utilization of the space here is pretty amazing. Okay, let's go and install the plumbing down here real quick. There we go, get those screwed on and that installed. So yeah, it's got a little sink. I'm actually going to question where the water tank is. There might already be one in this build. I'll check it here in a second. So let's go ahead and get those screwed on there. Nice. All right, so we got that. All right, so those are all in. I've got more objects to place. Can I? Okay, I can't fold that down right now, so maybe you have to climb into the back here. That's pretty cool, though. I like that setup. You would think that maybe you'd be able to fold this down. You can't in the game. Let's go ahead and place the last objects. I do have some really good ideas for the... Hold on, I want to put this on a desk that doesn't open. I've got some really good ideas for the RV that we have. A lot of people were telling me to turn the double-decker into like a coffee truck, but I think we're going to actually do it with that RV. Maybe like a little coffee, almost like a restaurant. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we got this. This is a clock. This probably needs to go up here. Got some teas over here. Got some notes. Probably sprawl those out right here. Got a little burner that goes up here. A little kettle for your coffee. Oh, and there's a fridge. I think I just stuck that fridge on top of those. Oops, that might have went on top. Hold on, you can see it. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can still see the dishes down in there. We keep our dishes in our fridge along with our fruit. Actually, cold fruit is awesome. Okay, so those are good there. Here we go. Let's connect the plumbing real quick. Where does this run? Oh, it's in the back. Okay, so fresh water goes into here. Oh, for some reason it's not. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it wasn't wanting me to connect that. So yeah, that was actually pretty simple. So let's go finish the job. We'll get our before and afters. I like that though. Also, my goodness, I missed the collectible. I don't know how I did that. I keep forgetting that those are a thing. Oh, we didn't get any before or afters on that one. Well, you guys get the point. Okay, so first thing is first. Actually, I think the outside of this, is it clean? I can't really tell. It's just kind of a bad color. No, I actually think the outside of this thing is clean. Hold on, I got to be able to change the color of this thing. Okay, let's go into here. So we got our buses. Yeah, it's either blue or have it look like the old tan one that we have. So I guess blue it is. Okay, so we definitely want to do a coffee restaurant in here. So let's go ahead and let's get it cleared out. Should be pretty easy to do that. I think we would need to keep, I think I'm going to set this up like a business, not like you're living in there. So I'm probably going to ditch the bed and the shower. We will have a restroom in here, so we'll keep that the same. Okay, sell off all this stuff. It still looks, there's a lot of questionable stains in here. Let's go ahead and get our cleaning tool for that and get those cleaned up real quick. Okay, she looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I got to sell the shower in here if I can. There we go. Okay, so let's start with surfaces. Obviously, you're dealing with liquids. You probably want hard surfaces. I've unlocked all the panels, so we got quite a few things here. I still think the wood floors are going to look the best. I like these oak panels. I feel like this is a really good floor. I'll probably keep maybe right behind the driver, keep that the same. Or maybe I could do like a little walkway. Does that work? No, maybe we, what? Let's do up a little further here. One thing that bugs me, I don't think I could actually do the stairs. I think the stairs are going to stay the same. So let's do wood paneling and everything except for the bathroom. We'll put like a traditional tile in there. I didn't even check to see, are there any partitions that we can do in here? They do have some tools for walls, but I don't think, I could take this. No, I don't think you want to open that up. As long as I can put a door in here, I think I'll be fine. It'll make sense. By the way, I think the tanks on this one are already built in. They're under here. Well, at least there's the gray water. I'm going to check and make sure there's a freshwater tank in here, but there should be. Okay, so we have those. I definitely want to do something to the walls. I'm thinking like white. Do we have anything that goes across like these painted panels? We can paint these. Actually, I think the white would look good. So maybe just fill these in like so. I think that looks pretty good there. All right, let's go ahead and do the bathroom panels. Gonna do probably tile in those. Let's do something like this. We better make a ton of money on this bus. I think we're going to. I don't know, at some point we need to try to swap out the home bus. I think that is still a possibility. Honestly, I wouldn't mind keeping the coffee bus. Okay, I'm going to fill up just the bottom layer with tile here. There we go. Put that in there. Also, probably want to put a door on this real quick. We do have two styles of doors now. I don't know if this door... Okay, this is more like a... Ooh, that's like a closet door. Okay, so we're not going to be able to use that. There's still this awkward door here. I really wish we could, maybe change this to not have a porthole in there. It's a little weird when you're trying to go to the bathroom and somebody's just watching you poo. Okay, so put that one there. Should we put one? Let's go and put one here. Which way does that open? Oh, that blocks that. I guess that doesn't. No, maybe we would leave that open here. Can I sell that? There we go. Leave it open. That way you can walk right in. Also, we should probably panel this outside too. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Let's go ahead and install our bathroom stuff. Got to put the most expensive toilet in here. We'll just kind of set... Maybe I'll move it out of the view of the porthole. We'll put ourselves a sink. Actually, I think I'm going to turn it... I think it's got to be turned this way. We're just going to ignore the whole fact there's a porthole here. I'm being picky right now. If I put it right here, it would make more sense. I could put a mirror up here. I put a toilet paper holder, and like I said, I do think we have mirrors here. Probably would have paper towels since people would, like a bunch of people are going to be using this. Put some liquid soap here on the corner, and if I could find me a mirror, which I believe I have quite a few, that would be great. There we go, get that mirror in there. All right, so we'll assemble that here in a second, but that is the bathroom. Pretty simple setup. Okay, so we want places where people can sit inside. Say you want to enjoy some coffee. It'd be nice to have just like a bar that runs across and maybe do bar stools. That's a possibility. They do have the frame pieces, which seem to work pretty good. You're supposed to put like fridges and stuff in there, but that might work pretty well as a bar. Let me look at the tables that they have here. They do have some tables. Now, it's a question of, would you use these, or maybe you would use these bar tables? Hold on, let me look at these real quick. I want to keep these... Hold on, let's change the base real quick. I'd like to keep them white, so let's get a painted soft white there. Oh, this is actually much bigger than I thought it'd be. Yeah, that's going to be too big. I need the... Maybe there's this smaller. Is this one smaller over here? Here we go. This is the perfect size. All right, so we want to do this one. Here, let me put down a couple stools in here. That way I can tell where these tables are gonna go. All right, let's go ahead and move these in like so. You know, I'm actually kind of curious. Do they have like a cash register or something I could put in here? Okay, let's go with cabinets next real quick. And I might try to figure out some more seating for this area. Let's see, we got oh, there's a foldable table in here. Hold on, how does this thing work? Oh, it just kind of slots out a little bit here. I don't think it's enough to actually eat off of. It would look good over in this corner as some extra storage though. So maybe I'll put that there. And then, hold on, let me go ahead and get the cabinets here. Okay, put this here. Really just need a bunch of like surface cabinets in order to stick all the coffee products on. So definitely want to have drawer space. Probably these here. Okay, put 3 of those. Let's go ahead and get one of the ones that we can stick a fridge into. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put a gas stove in here. And I think I could stick an oven or a fridge under there. Or we could stick it right beside it. Is it an oven? Okay, so oven goes there. And then we can do a fridge. Is it the Nicole? I mean, the Nicole fits under here, and it gives you a little gap. Let me see if I can find a slightly bigger one. Actually, honestly, this Zima looks kind of cool. I wonder if I can fit a small trash can beside that. Okay, I need some overhead. Let me go ahead and assemble this stuff real quick, get it all connected together. Okay, so check this out. You can actually still open this. You might be able to put a couple more bar stools there. I know it's a little weird because you would feel like you'd have the counter facing away from the customers, but just with the space limitations, I don't think you could do that unless you were to put the counter back here, aim forward, and have the seating right up through here, which I guess could have been a possibility, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way this looks so far. Gonna do some overhead storage. I gotta get some AC units in here. Oh, maybe we'll do some ceiling fans. I feel like that'll look good. Like I said, I have unlocked everything, so we should have plenty of items. Actually, I don't wonder if I have a curved storage. Hold on, I'm gonna stick this over the window to start with. Let me see if I have some more cabinets for the upper areas. Like, I feel like these wall closets, oh yeah, these will fit across. Hold on, you got to kind of slot it right in the right spot. There we go. So we got several big ones, and there's a little tiny one on the end, so we'll put those overhead. I got to get some more decorations in here too. Appliances. I guess one of the most important things is like 20,000 different coffee machines, because that's what the game gives you. So, of course, you have to have your classic espresso, like oversized machine. This looks like a commercial unit right here. Let's go ahead and put this in right here. Probably do 2 of those. Let's stick those side by side. And then we can put in like a normal-ish looking unit, like maybe a smaller one. Actually, did they have like a grinder? Actually, some of those grinders, they could be built into it also. Oh my goodness. There was a huge commercial machine down here. Okay. We need to get rid of one of these. Didn't even realize that was a thing. Oh my goodness. So we'll do that, and then we'll have like the one over to the side. I like that. That looks cool. So real quick, let me go ahead and hook in some ceiling fans here. Let's get one. Maybe let's go with 2 of them here. We'll get in a little bit of light. I might be able to put some light in on the walls too. Let's put a radio. By the way, we have area over here. I think I might put a little more seating. If I could put a bar here and some bar stools, that would be perfect for seating. Let's go ahead and get a radio. Actually, you know what? I might just do some speakers. I forgot I unlocked some speakers. Might be able to set those up high. I need to get a computer in. We'll just pretend that's basically the, I guess, the checkout area, because I don't think there is any sort of cashier thing in here. No, nothing that I can tell. Oh, yeah, we got to get a little mini oven in here. You know, just in case they're cooking little pastries. I mean, we got our main oven, but maybe this one's used to, like, reheat, so we'll put that right there. I need to... Actually, you probably wouldn't put coffee in there. Probably should have put some vertical cabinets. I could stick coffee in here. I want to have coffee out on the main bar, too. We got a ton of decorations here. If we go to, like, kitchen and grocery, we should be able to find... Here's the coffee bags. I feel like I got to put, like, 1,000,000 of these things around here. Put some other stuff like decorations. You got lemon soap there. You got a little bit of milk for the coffee. You got to put some mugs out here, too. Oh, my goodness. We could put a croissant in the oven. There we go. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it croissant? Probably put too much emphasis on it there. Hold on. We got to put some of these in here, make it look like we're baking them. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, now we need to stack some coffee cups under. I think you're supposed to stick these upside down for, like, drainage purposes, but I don't think I can do that, so... we'll just stack these up here. Put a couple like they're in action. Put a couple up here too. And of course you can pack these into drawers also. That's one thing I like that you can do in this game, is the whole fact you can interact with everything. So we'll just stick those down into there. Also got to get a little kitchen scale out to measure your coffee. There we go. Now, it's looking pretty freaking legit if you ask me. Oh yeah, look, they have to go put cups on. I'm gonna put a couple of these on the tables, and maybe we'll stack some up over here like they're ready to be served. By the way, if this is a coffee truck, maybe you would serve out one of the windows too, or maybe you just force people in. I mean, you could maybe I don't know, use this. You can't sell the window. I don't even think you can open it up. But I feel like that would be a pretty legit thing. And then I'm going to stack some like specialty mugs right here. Put those along the wall. All right, let's add some more decorations to the inside. Oh, it's a vintage coffee grinder. I don't think we're still using that. We're going to say we have a legit coffee grinder. So I need more art. I need like paintings of coffee. Do they not have coffee? I got to find all the coffee themed things. We do have a lot of plants now, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this space. Can I stick one? Okay, so that doesn't work there, but if I were to stick one sideways, I could have another like individual seat over here, but it's kind of in the doorway. I mean, it would work. Yeah, I'm going to go with it, and then we could just kind of stick this over in the corner here. You know, you could even put one out over here. Say you really just wanted to up the seating here. It's kind of a tight squeeze. I mean, you could put another sideways one. Let me put those there. All right, we got to get some stuff connected in here. Plus, I need some more stuff up high. I feel like we're still not utilizing enough of the space up high. Oh, actually, no, real quick, let me connect. I want to see this thing all lit up, because that might change my mind about certain things. So let's go ahead and get these into here. I need to get these connected to a switch. All right, so there's no light on these. It is strictly a fan. So we need to get some wall lights in here. Okay, let's get some switches. We need one for the inside, and then we need one for in here. Also, I need to assemble the rest of this. Stick this right there. Okay, connect those. And then connect this one into the panel. All right, so I should have full functional lights here. So let's go boom. Turn that one on, and then we turn these on. Oh, that looks pretty amazing. Okay, let me finish assembling this real quick. Okay, got that on. Let's go ahead and get our plumbing tool real quick. Make sure that's all hooked up. Okay, so yeah, we do have a freshwater tank. So let's go into here. Gray water into here. Okay, so water on. Confirm it's on. Yep, do have water. All right, so that's connected. I think I am going to install a little bit more overhead storage here. Okay, so got that. A lot of people did have some really good suggestions for the double decker if I unlock it. They said you should totally do a coffee thing and do like one is like the, I guess where they'll consume the coffee and the other one's like the kitchen. Okay, so we got that. I do want to put a little pan, or actually, would it be a cabinet over here? Let me see. Maybe a couple of these like kitchen frame ones. Because I want to put like a cash register here. I can only really stick one. So that should be enough though. I can go into appliances and then we can get a computer. Probably like an all-in-one, like a Mac. We'll put that there. Get our little keyboard and let's go get a mouse here. Probably put a printer down below too. That way we could have, or I guess print receipts here. Actually, it's kind of small. I can almost fit it up there. Screw it. We're going to put it down there. And then we'll put our like little Wi-Fi router over here too. So we'll go about right there. There we go. If I could find like a small drawer, that would be good for cash. But I don't know if I've got anything like that. By the way, I talked about some speakers. I had the one small radio, but I feel like putting speakers in here would be a little bit more appropriate. So we'll have one there. I'd like to stick at least one more down. There's no real good places. I guess you could stick it over here and just tell people don't touch it and don't play with it. Then, of course, I feel like we do need, like, a wall TV in here. We could stick one up over the light, or we can go... would you go over the light? Could go up here in the corner. Maybe we'll do one up here. I know the ceiling fan's pretty freaking close to it, but it'll be fine. You know, I could move the ceiling fan over a little bit. Here, I'm going to move both of these. Let me get them back in a line here. There we go. So that doesn't feel like you're actually interrupting the TV. So we got a TV up there. I like this. This actually came out super... I don't even want to get rid of it. That's the problem. But yeah, it came out super cozy here. I think everything's hooked up. We got plenty of seating in here. They don't have enough trash cans in this game. That is definitely a thing. Hold on. I actually saw something that fits perfect. I swear they intended on somebody doing a coffee truck. Oh, there's another trash bin over here too. Hold on. Where did it go? There was like a pricing board. I was like, that would be perfect. Yeah, they have like a blackboard, but yeah, look at they have a menu here. Hold on, that's freaking awesome. Would you stick it like maybe overhead here? That way they got the prices coming in, and then maybe you could stick one more in here. Can I go along the wall over here? There's not many good places to stick this. Also, I thought about blinds. I don't know, you probably would keep this all open. Maybe we'll stick one up over here. There we go, that way you got all the prices. You know, I keep feeling like there's a missed opportunity to put, like, a couch in here. Hold on. I think that's going to be the last thing. I know I'm being a little picky here, but I really want this to look nice. I just really feel like maybe when you walk in, having a small couch here would be good. Maybe like a little corner sofa here. There we go. I like that. I feel like that looks a little bit better. So you could come in here and sit, and then you still have the little chairs and bar stools that people could sit at. But I think this one came out pretty good, and take some pictures of it here. Still wish you could do some more with the outside of it, but I think it's ready to sell. So let's go ahead and flip this. What do you guys think it's going to go for? Okay, so let's go ahead and put it up for sale. Wait for some customers here. I think we're going to make a good bid off it. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm almost going to be sad seeing this thing go. Oh, look, buyer has arrived. How much you going to pay me for this? 64. Oh my goodness, that's definitely the biggest I've ever had. Hold on, I can get more though. That bargain's moving really fast. Oh, got 20%. That's going to be huge. $77,000. Boom. We have sold the bus. So yeah, there's still more to go here. There goes our bus off in the distance. Are they? Oh, there's a car following it. I'm actually kind of sad to see that one go. But you know what? There's still a couple things I'd like to see done with the game. I'd like to see some more outside customization. And I would like to unlock some more buses to buy. But we'll see you guys next time.